Alright, well, I was going to be streaming and playing a video game, but for some, I just didn't have any game that I wanted to play. So I just decided I'm going to be episode 3 of guy sitting inside of his room and ranting to a webcam. So, come along. I'm Wander King. Welcome. Let's talk about things that I'm passionate about, like beer. Bud Light is no longer ranked among America's top beer per Fox News. Now, you might be saying, ooh, Fox News. Shut up. A little something in my throat. So, this is fantastic. Bud Light has been dying, essentially, for the past 3.5 months. And they have certainly just really just lit themselves on fire. It was self-immolation. It was perfectly fantastic. Love it. So let's talk about where that puts them currently, because as I'm recording this, it's July 12th. Fox News writes, once the top-selling beer in the U.S., Bud Light, and it was for a very long time. I remember all of the ads, the Super Bowl ads and everything. It was so cool. And then they decided to play a dangerous game because one junior vice marketing exec something and it's burning the whole company down, and you step into the fray. Oof, you better be careful. Where was I? Bud Light is no longer on the top of the country's 10 most popular beers after it partnered with transgender activist and influencer Dylan Mulvaney, who is not those things. Excuse me, good heavens. Get a little sip of water. I feel stronger already. Bud Light dropped from the 9th most popular beer last year to its current spot at 14, according to YouGov survey. It fell behind all brands like Pabst Blue Ribbon, Woot Woot, Miller Genuine Draft, and Miller Lite. Running up the top most liked beers were Guinness, heck yeah, Heineken, Corona, Sam Adams, and Blue Moon, yeah. However, surveys in the second quarter of both 2022 and 2023 found that the number who liked Bud Light stayed the same at 42%. Bud Light is the beer that you drink if you don't like beer, but you want to drink a lot of it. Anheuser-Busch, the parent company of Bud Light, has seen several plummet sales. This is distracting me. Oh my God, my throat. This is just all fantastic. It's just crashing and burning like Anheuser-Busch's company. Has seen a plummet amid customers abandoning the brand after its partnership with Mulvaney to promote March Madness basketball tournament. That's a key thing right there. A lot of people say that it was over a single commemorative can over 365 days of girlhood, when actually there was an entire sweepstakes thing that they were doing for March Madness. There's a bunch of Bud Light on the table. He's cracking it open. I don't even know what March Madness is. Is that a sport? The trans activist showed off the can of Bud Light Anheuser-Busch that featured Mulvaney's face to celebrate the milestone 365 days of girlhood. Seriously, making stuff that was making them famous. But good for you. Get the bag. An interview with Bud Light's marketing vice president, Alyssa Hernshade, also surfaced, where she was criticized the brand's consumers as fratty with out-of-touch humor. This is the same lady who was filmed taking shots from condoms. Anywho, that's besides the point. The point is that their entire company is essentially burning here in the States because they wanted to F around and find out. So now the company is probably, not Anheuser-Busch, but Bud Light as a brand is probably going to be hard to come by in some places. For 2 months now, they've been practically giving you the beer for free because you can purchase it, a case of it, and then get a little rebate sent to you immediately. And I mean, that's having to literally, oh yeah, look, some stores were even selling Bud Light for free with help of $25 promotional rebate and Anheuser-Busch maybe more. But they were doing it longer than that. A lot of people showed up and said that. The manager of a beverage warehouse in Pennsylvania said a 30-pack of Miller Lite was selling for $24.99 in the days before July 4th, while a 30-pack of Bud Light was priced at $8.99 after a rebate, making it cheaper than some cases of water the warehouse had for sale. Oof. And a glass bottling plant was forced to shut down, leaving 600 employees jobless amid Bud Light controversy. Now, this is an interesting thing where a lot of people are sad for them, which I am too. Losing your job sucks, but this was such big news so long ago, 3 months, that these people in these, bottling plants, they should have seen it coming. It's like a tsunami. The water went way out, meaning that tsunami was going to come back in. It sucks, but at the same time, people at these jobs, they talk, somebody sees it. Every single person has one of these. So there's no excuse to not know what's happening. And if you know what's happening to the company that you're working for, whether directly or indirectly through contracting, you can't just put your head in the sand and be like, maybe it's not going to affect me. Because a lot of times it does. So 600 people are out of jobs, and that sucks. But at the same time, if somebody, lights a forest on fire, and you continue to stay in that forest for 3 months, there's only so much people can do to help you move out of, to try and find new work or something. Let's see here. And my wife, but all this Dylan Mulvaney stuff brings us into another story from the New York Post. Dylan Mulvaney doesn't feel safe in the U.S. over Bud Light backlash and travels to South America. A lot of things there. First thing, why don't you feel safe? The most harassment you've received publicly, I guess, was James O'Keefe just kind of sticking a microphone at you. But also, going to Latin America is safer. I don't know about that, dude. Oh, look at this wonderful ad that they played. Who is leading the way to... Let's see. Dylan Mulvaney has sought a change of scenery in Peru Monday to feel safe as the blowback from his partnership come on, New York Post. Partnership with Bud Light continues to unravel. The transgender influence says he no longer feels safe at home in the U.S. after raising ire among critics over becoming a rep for the beer brand in a March Madness contest. Thank you. It wasn't just one can. It was a whole contest, a sweepstakes, thing like that. After finally returning to social media in April, following a tight-lipped hiatus, Mulvaney seemed, man, I'm crashing and burning. The Anheuser-Busch, the Bud Light of commentary videos is this one. It is going down, but fuck it. Well, Vanny seemed to be doing some solo traveling around the world, which also, it could have just been that. It could just be that. Solo travel. Dylan could have just been like, I got a lot of money. I've always wanted to go to Peru. I'd go to Machu Picchu too. That'd be amazing. Would I hike it? I'd want to in theory. Could I? That is an entirely different question. But I came here to feel something, and I definitely have. I have done some shaman ceremonies that were like 10 years worth of therapy. It was wild. Ayahuasca. That's what that sounds like. 10 years worth of therapy with some shamans in Peru. Ayahuasca, for sure. Hands down. I've seen a lot of llamas. The people here are so kind. I feel so safe here. It's a little sad that I had to leave my country to feel safe. But that will get better eventually. Dylan. You are safe here. Nobody wants to hurt you. They just want you to go away and stop representing women. Stop trying to sell alcohol to children, the majority of your audience. Whoa, we're the same age? Man, that kind of hurts. I might need a transition, dog. Dylan kind of got money, you know? Well, Vanny's current state is a far cry from April, where he opened up about the mass trolling that he's been subject to following the partnership. The influencers are claiming that he was an easy target for online bullies, saying trolls intentionally twist his words to blast the transgender community. Dylan is not trans. Dylan is not trans. Dylan is not a woman. Dylan is a performer who, again, is trying to get the bag. And it's working. For some reason, it's working. Dylan is not a trans individual. There's just so many signs pointing to the opposite of that. Sure, he got some facial slimming surgery, but, you know, still looks like a dude. Still has facial hair, not facial hair removal. Why not? It's the easiest thing to do. It's not invasive. They just laser some hair follicles. Taking estrogen? Certainly doesn't seem like it. Singing and celebrating that women have bulges. Look at my bulge. That's not something that trans people do. That would make someone freak out if they were suffering from gender dysphoria. Should go back to being categorized as a mental illness. Ooh, flaming hot Doritos. Anywho, you get the point. This is the thing. This is the Audrey Hepburn weird video. It cost them $27 billion. And they are no longer the number one beer, which they have been for a long time. And it's fantastic. It's great. You'll love to see it. You really do. But anywho, that's all I have for that. So thank you for watching. This video is kind of an absolute mess. But what can you do? Please like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. Check out all my other links, Linktree and whatnot. The Wander King. Find me. Search me up. I sometimes play games. When I have the time, I sometimes stream. When I have the time, I work a full-time job and I'm a father. So it's not, I don't have the most time. But, yeah, I appreciate it. But to everyone who is watching or will watch or has watched or what have you, I appreciate you. I hope you be safe. Good luck and good journey. Bye-bye.